Hey guys, how are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our small cap altcoin gem update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we will go over to the charts and see how we are getting on. So firstly, Holly, pretty much one of my favorites. Yeah, you can see since we started talking about it, it's having a very nice move up, moving very nicely. This is, and this is it's currently in a very clear pennant here. Obviously, you would guess a bull pennant on the basis of the fact that we're coming off a big move up. So you would assume this is going to break to the upside, but obviously assumptions are the mother of all. You guys might know the rest of the end how to finish that one. But yeah, looking good here. May potentially for a breakup, but if we break down, we could break down. If we break down, I mean, any of these sorts of levels look good for it to potentially bounce. We'll actually draw the horizontals on now, just so we are aware of where it could come down to here. Or here. Look good. Do I want to draw this on? Yes. Do I want to draw this on? Yes. Yes, or potentially here. So yeah, that is what we're looking for. So how do you guys know? I told you I am actually I'm staking this coin, and I've actually found out some pretty well, I say found out, I knew it anyway, but I kind of hadn't put the dots together. But it didn't matter. It didn't matter that I didn't put the dots together. But anyway, the dots are basically I hadn't put together, or the fact that if you stake this for a certain amount of weeks before basically they finish their farming on the 19th of January, then the tokens that you earn, bear in mind I was telling you guys I was probably getting about between 20 and 25 Holly a day. Yeah, basically you get 4x that as a bonus, actually 4.3x, and then if you've had it for a bit less time, then 3 point something x. So at the end of it all, I will actually get a reward based off that. And if I actually go over to tell you exactly what I've got so far, so from staking 20 LP tokens that I staked on the 31st of October, I've currently earned 151 Holly, and I will actually get, bearing in mind Holly is, say it's not far off $1, we'll call it $1 just to round it up. I mean, it may be up there by the time we get to the end of, towards the end of January, but yeah, say it's $1, that's $154 so far, and I've only been farming it for just over 2 weeks. And if I get 4x that, then 4x of that, then yeah, I'm looking at like $600 potentially. So that is not bad. $600 is pretty much probably half of the overall amount of USD value that I invested in it round here. And then when I LP tokened it up, paired it up with ETH as well, it was around this level as well. So this is actually working out really well, and I'm really pleased with the farming. So I've done the figures, rounding it up a little bit, and how I kind of work it out. I think my initial something like, I think it was about $1,200 investment. If this coin around the end of January is at $1, I would have made a return of about $6,000. So that is not bad, and that's with the coin not really going anywhere, just with the rewards, and then obviously see what happens with those. Yeah, obviously other people get rewards and they can dump them, but the developer, they're actually locking, sort of finding a way to how to distribute the tokens, locking them up really in a way for a certain amount of time, and then letting them slow releasing them so we don't crash the price. But either way, I think I quite like this project. I've showed you the website. I think it's really good, the stuff they say they're going to do. I mean, look, trade all 3,000 plus tokens on Uniswap in a tap, so it's on the app, interest rates. I mean, it's saying a lot of good stuff. It's saying a lot of good stuff. And from a lot of these cryptos, I mean, that's all you can really go on. You buy them based on what they say they can do. Do you believe there's a chance they can come through with any of this? And if there is, then 100x basically, maybe maybe. So the next one, onto YGEM. So this is a bit of a dog. It did have a random little pump up when someone FOMO'd in with a lot of ETH, but we did settle out around this level, around basically $10. We did have a pump up to a clear 2x. So I mean, there's your 2x, there's your pump up, and then we look to be settling out again around this level. But I'd probably wait a little bit more before potentially buying some more before another pump up. But yeah, I mean, there was a 2x pump there. That is the name of the game. I told you with these tokens, you basically wait till they bottom out and then accumulate when they look basically dead and buried and wait for the pump. So YG, I mean, I don't think they've done too much on their site. Have they updated the votes? I mean, I've not connected this isn't my my trading PC. YFD had a very nice move up. I am actually staking this also, you guys know. So far I've total earned about 3 YFD, and I actually cashed in 2.5 of them, over 100, so I cashed out a good amount of money there, and I had some extra YFD I'd bought that I hadn't staked, that I sold around 75 as well. So all in all, this project doesn't owe me too much. I've got the tokens well in profit, and I'm still earning my rewards, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Yeah, again, I'm happy just to leave the tokens I've got staked, just leave them staked. I'll probably sell the rewards when I get them, rather than restake them. But yeah, YFD, I mean, as you can see, we're looking at it down here, massive pump up. Just amazing pump up. Perfect time for me to take out pretty much. I pretty much got a lot of my money back from this token. So I'm in it with house money relatively in this, in it with house money relatively with Holly. All looking good. Brain, this one's not had a pump yet, literally just flatline. But like I said, I've actually bought some more of this as well anyway. I just might as well buy some tokens while they're so cheap. I mean, like I said, even just even a 2x isn't going to look like much on here. And like, I mean, the move from there from $8 to $18 is obviously more than a 2x. The move here from $10 to $16 is a 60% gain. So these are decent moves if we get one. Like I said, I do know there's new NFTs coming, a new website coming, new tokenomics coming. There is a lot of good stuff actually potentially coming for this project. I say potentially, like I said, you just have to go on what the guys say they're gonna do, and then if they do it, then you're a winner, aren't you? So that's all I'll say. But I personally do think they are gonna do what they say they're gonna do. So I personally do think this is a good buy. But yeah, Brain, there's a website, new website coming. Like I said, looks pretty snazzy. RGT, yeah, we got in this. I got out on the pump. It pulled back. I haven't actually put it back on. I haven't put the position back on yet. But yeah, after this pump up, I got in about here and then sold on the pump up. Excellent. That's this Rari Capital. Volt again. Volt, another one, another good one. There you go. Look, dead and buried. Not really doing a lot. Let's say what, 70, 60 odd dollars, 60 odd dollars, 50 odd dollars, and then look at that. Well, I don't know what it's not saying. I actually was watching at the time. It did go up to $250 odd, but yeah, it's only saying this here. But either way, massive gain. I mean, that's it. Look, dead and buried chart, bang, profit. And there's the Vault website, just doing its thing. Freeway token, like I said, this had a pump up before we realistically looked at. So again, I mean, I was looking at potentially buying it here. Did get a few little pumps up, but coming lower now. But I mean, realistically, this isn't quite a lot of a pullback. The chart doesn't look dead. Not that it's necessarily ever gonna look dead, but hey, if it doesn't, then we don't get a trade. We trade in something else. It just is what it is. But yeah, like I said, I am quite bullish on this. We are probably at an interesting level, to be fair, but I mean, it's looking like a head and shoulders. But hey, Parsec here is, again, is it a bull flag? Is it a descending triangle? I would love to buy it at this level if it is a descending triangle. So realistically, I'm waiting for that. Parsec, obviously, we know that's a good coin. Rev, not doing a lot. Had its pump, had another pump, back at the level. So this is a level realistically you'd look to buy just to wait for the next pump up, as long as you're quick. I mean, Rev, it does stuff. It's got a website. People actually trade their NFTs, build their cars and stuff, race them and stuff. So it is actually doing something. Here is Alliance Block. So Alliance Block had obviously that initial pump up before we looked at it, brought it to our attention. Did pull back. to about 0.68068, and then nearly 2x, so nice 2x pump there, and now we're back down but a bit lower. We are relatively at, well, the initial buy level here, second buy level there, so yeah, I mean, looking good, potential another pump up, and this is their site. Gem, again, this one's not had its pump yet, did have a pump there, had a pump there, again looking dead. Is it going to pump? I'm actually not too convinced on this one, and I probably won't buy it, so we will leave it on to monitor it, but I'm not necessarily going to buy. DM Script had a big pull up, and it is now hit our buy level. Look, this is our first buy level. Nice bounce off that level. So yeah, there you go. This is the second buy level, but yeah, I mean, nice pullback. Expect some potential sideways consolidation, and then maybe another pump up. DM Script, I mean, good sounding project. Got ideas. Like I said, it is what it is. Right, onto some new ones. So this is a very interesting new one. This is like the 1 minute chart, because it only started trading last night. I literally basically I tried to buy this in the pre-sale, but basically their cheeky little bot said it didn't want to be my friend, so it wouldn't let me in the pre-sale. But yeah, so I couldn't buy. I bought it basically at the open. I bought it in this wildness. I bought some, I think about 0.9, and then I managed to get some more when it came down a bit, and it settled out. I bought some about must have been in this range here. But yeah, very nice move up. You can see pretty much a 4x. No, more than that. Let's have a look. Say my average price was about here. It did get up to a 200% gain, yeah? So 200%, yeah, so good. Currently sat around here. I've still got my tokens. I mean, I want to get out around $1. But hey, let's see. But yeah, SAV3. So, like I said, just I'm not really sure about whether these guys ever come through with what they'll say. But yeah, this is the website. It's basically the governance token for this coin, which apparently it's an experimental, uncensorable platform with no CEO servers and no content policy. So it's allegedly going to be like a Facebook, but uncensorable. So how does it deal with it? I mean, you can read this yourself. It's quite a good, interesting way how it does it. Only shows you content from players that you save and players that they also save. So you don't necessarily get exposed to anything you don't want to see. But yeah, interesting way of dealing with such things. Are they going to actually develop this? Is it going to be real? Is it going to happen? Who knows? The developer, I don't necessarily normally buy these new coins straight as they come out, but the developer has done some other sites that have had their pumps. I'm not saying they're necessarily great projects, but he's not rugged any. They've just basically sort of fallen out of favour, but that's Tim Templeton. Index this I bought yesterday at around 8. I bought this because I have heard that it's going to get a bit of coverage. If we look at their site, what Index is, it is the governance token for basically DeFi Pulse Index site, and it does got various products and tools. There is a DPI token, and you actually can earn Index by staking, by providing liquidity for DPI. But I just bought it at 8. It had a nice pump up. This was literally I was meant to buy it this evening, and I didn't. As in the 14th, the evening of the 14th. I basically didn't get out of bed when I heard about it, turned my computer on and buy it. The next day it was up 100%. I was obviously a bit miffed, but yeah, I waited for a pullback. And then I literally bought around this 8 level. I mean, it did pull back further. So I bought it when it was here off this pullback. Bought it here. It did pull back further. Went back up, pull back again. I didn't actually buy any more. Probably should have done. But just wasn't particularly monitoring it. But yeah, nice move up. I mean, I would happily take it off for a 2x. But yeah, so that is Index. Another nice little one we've got here. And this is a good coin. This is, I believe, a good coin. So this is one that, I mean, I'll be looking to maybe only take half off. Maybe see if I can take my money out of it. If I can get a 2x, which I should have had already. But yeah, Index, good token. You guys can check it out. And then one other one. This is, alright, I've heard about this one today. I'm actually quite excited about this one. Basically, they're not very good with the marketing. The website's in Chinese. It's a Chinese company, a Chinese project. But this is an oracle, and I have made a lot of money on oracles such as DOS and DIA. DOS mainly though, I made a lot of money on DOS. Oracles are obviously good, weren't they? Banned as well, banned did well. But yeah, oracles are good. And right, let me tell you guys, this oracle is 6 times faster than Chainlink. So this has a potential to do very well. Maybe they'll do like an English website. Maybe people start to notice it more. Maybe it'll get on some better exchanges. It's currently got no real liquidity on Uniswap, but you can buy it on MXC. So yeah, I'm getting some of this at this level, looking good. Comes lower, I'll buy more, and then I'll probably look for a 10x. I mean, from where we are now to pretty much its highs is a 7x. So I mean, just getting back to those highs and then a little bit higher, 10x. So Nest. Like I said, Uniswap very low, very illiquid. You can't really buy any decent amount or any really on there. So yeah, MXC is the one that I'm basically buying that on. So a new one, a few new coins, guys. So yeah, that is it. That's it for this video. Thanks for listening. Yeah, I mean, like, you can see the strategy works, can't you? Wait, like these pump coins, wait for them to pull back, have a massive retest, buy, get out on the pump, buy, get out on the pumps, etc. Rinse, repeat. A few that I'm farming that I'm really pleased with. A few that are good tokens that I like, that I'd like to accumulate and hold. I mean, lots of good ideas here for you guys. So yeah, remember though, this is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys later on this evening with the Bitcoin wrap.